In February 2012, 300 delegates from international locations were invited by the Environment Agency Abu Dhabi and the Mohammed bin Zayed Species Conservation Fund to participate in the International Union for the Conservation of Nature Species Survival Commission Chairs meeting. The delegates of the IUCN SSC meeting are world experts in their field of species conservation. Most members of the IUCN SSC are deployed in more than 100 specialist groups and task forces. Some groups address conservation issues related to particular groups of plants or animals, while others focus on topical issues, such as reintroduction of species into former habitats or wildlife health.
I'm Ashok Khosla. I'm president of the International Union for Conservation of Nature. Our job is to protect and conserve biodiversity, the biological resources of the world. They have a huge variety which is disappearing, and our job is to try and make sure it doesn't disappear altogether. Today, here in this meeting, we're really concentrating on species ranging from big trees to small mammals, to insects, to all kinds of living things. And we're very, very grateful to the Environment Department of the UAE and Abu Dhabi particularly to have supported so much work over the past decade on the conservation of species.
This was only the second meeting in their 60-year history. The first, in 2008, was held in Al Ain. The purpose of the meeting was to advance the species conservation agenda.
The support that the Environment Agency Abu Dhabi has given to species conservation, not just here, but around the world, is really remarkable. And I'd particularly like to cite the Mohammed bin Zayed Species Conservation Fund, which is now the largest mechanism for funding species projects involving every imaginable kind of species around the world. This is the largest fund of its kind anywhere on the planet, and we're particularly grateful to the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Zayed for making this fund possible, and for the Environment Agency of Abu Dhabi for managing it and really turning it into a very powerful mechanism for species conservation around the world.
Today here in Abu Dhabi, very happy to be here at the invitation of the Environment Agency Abu Dhabi for the meeting of the leaders of our commission. This is what we call the SSC Chairs meeting. We have almost 300 people here. These are the leaders of the species conservation community around the world. These are the people behind the IUCN Red List of threatened species, the official list of threatened species in the world. We've identified almost 20,000 species at risk of extinction, but we don't just document them and look at them, we also plan for their recovery, and we monitor their recovery, and we work with governments and non-governmental organizations around the world to bring about the recovery of species.
I really would like to thank the Mohammed bin Zayed Species Fund and the Abu Dhabi Environment Agency. You know, they've really put species back on the conservation agenda, and this is going to lead the world in a renewed vigour for species conservation.
Especially grateful to the Mohammed bin Zayed Species Conservation Fund and to the Environmental Agency of Abu Dhabi for supporting this effort, and we're certain that we'll count with the support from here for many more years.